Hey YouTube, coming at you with a viewer submitted team. The tag of the subscriber is Andrew Richter, so appreciate this video, and especially since it has double, and I do not have one, so I'm very excited to see it in action. ABB style team, weak to fighting, so you have double and GREEDENT. Both can act as good save swaps, right? Honestly, both have options for, even though you have no fast move pressure for Cofagrigus, you both have a dark move for Cofagrigus, so I like the team. I think it'll probably do well. Let's take a look at the battles. So you're going to have to try and draw out a fighter with the back line. This is probably running counter anyway, so you're just going to stay in here. Yep. The shadow version of this hits like a truck. It's so glassy. I've used it in a tournament before. I mean, you'll live it, but it really, oh, you would not live an earthquake. So that was a good shield. Going for the Shadow Ball. I like this. I think you just got to get the chip here, and then you can come GREEDENT if you want. Yeah, GREEDENT with tackles and do fine here. Just take the move. The good news is this whole team is very tanky, right? Kafa, double, GREEDENT are all tanky, so you can just, you're very comfortable in the matchups being able to kind of do, like, take it where you want it. So now the counters are adding up there, but that's okay. We have a Body Slam. Grab the last shield. They're going to just go... Ooh, no, you got to commit to the farm down there. Sorry, I just got my Go Plus in my pocket that I was sitting on. I think your opponent needs to commit to the farm down there because that's kind of a waste of energy. Now you come back Kafa. It is a double poison. Yeah, I would stay in here. Throwing just the Dark Pulse. So Dark Pulse, I'm surprised you didn't throw the Shadow Ball. Dark Pulse is way, way worse than Shadow Ball. Like to the tune of probably like 25% health. So always, always, always throw the Shadow Ball in neutral situations there. Not that it will matter in this matchup. You're just going for the Body Slam. Doesn't even need to hit the buttons. Move coming in through here. Again, this your doubles tanky. Body Slam. Yeah, you're tanky enough to deal with that, and then you will go for the win there. So Cofagrigus mirror match. You have two normal answers in the back. Looks like double is your safe swap, and they're coming in with a Vigoroth, which is really interesting because you're both doing super effective against each other, and now you're behind on energy. I'm surprised that Kafa didn't stay in and like chip you. I guess that what they were worried about is payback hurts, and if they stayed in and you took a Dark Pulse with ease, then the Vigoroth would be really behind. But they're still like really behind anyways. So it's up to you what you want to do here. You can shield and shake switch, but yeah, I think letting it go is probably the better idea. Kafa probably to farm, even though it's going to be tough to double resist farm all the way down here. It's going to be, I think you can do it. They're going to get a bulldoze off, so it's whether you want to just use it here or just take the bulldoze, which you can, because the counters aren't going to do anything. And we are just going 100 plus energy. Full farm down, take the Body Slam, have a move coming out, have multiple moves coming out because you are at 100 energy. If they come in with their Kafa, it's going to be deleted. Just going straight for the bait there. I don't even know if you bait there. I think you just maybe just go straight Shadow Ball because of that situation. You are basically going to get to two, I think you're going to get to almost two Shadow Balls regardless. So I think you probably just want to take it out. Shaman Champion comes in, and that is going to hurt, but luckily GREEDENT is tanky and very spammy with this tackle Body Slam, so able to just take it down. Kafa is going to come in. You need to get to the crunch, which you will quite easily before they get three moves off here. So you will crunch for the win. So far so good. Kafa to Umbreon. So he messaged me saying you need to explain why GREEDENT, and the obvious answer is if you have GREEDENT, if you have Umbreon on the lead, you are weak to fighting and fairy, right? So you have a poison or you're on fairy, right? So both are the double kick is resisted by both. So GREEDENT with tackle is just much easier to deal with. there's no real, like, and again, tackle body slam is pretty good in neutral situations, so you're able to take most of those. Mola, I've seen a couple of these now. I haven't tried mine because mine just kind of whatever IVs just sitting there. Not gonna get the farm down. Yeah, I was supposed to say, you don't have to. These waterfalls and the will add up though, yeah. So you're gonna have to throw. Hopefully a Shadow Ball takes out. You're going Dark Pulse a lot, and for what little energy you get there, I think you need to start throwing Shadow Ball in these neutral situations, because it's like very, very, very little less energy, but significantly less damage. So if you are in neutral situations, just throw the Shadow Ball. There's no reason to throw the Dark Pulse and not take out there. Just Shadow Ball and take out for the win there, sort of thing. They throw a resisted Shadow Ball, which is interesting. Although I've had a couple also throw Shadow Balls at me, so I guess they don't know their typings fully. Now it's who's going to outpace who. They're going to have they have 2 shields plus 1. Oh, okay, not if they don't use them. This game's over. I think it takes like, they would have taken two Dark Pulses to take out here if they threw that Dark Pulse the first time. It would have been close if they played that properly, but not shielding a payback and throwing a resisted Shadow Ball really hurt them there. Ninetales. Ninetales is again, if they're Shadow, maybe they're going to shield. So that's not a terrible bait just because how much damage the Shadow does. Looks like you're going to eat it on Greedent. Again, you can eat it on either or. The Greedent's so tanky, and the tackle does start adding up. Like, look at this is their second Shadow Weather Ball, and still not going to take it out, and you're going to get a move off here. So Greedent is a really, really good Pokemon as long as you can keep it away from fighters. Really. Tackle in neutral situations is great, like decent, so fast. Like for a tackle which hits as hard as it does, like it's pretty quick on the charge to these body slams. Like they're gonna go for the full farm down, but look how much damage is done already. Now you're just they're gonna have at least 1, maybe 2 hydros, so now it's just who do you want to eat it on. You can probably live 1. You're gonna be pretty low though. They're gonna have a second one. Yeah, again, I think you can live it if you want, and Bug is resisted, so it's not like they're going to take you down. So yeah, Shadow Ball, do as much chip as you can. This is tricky though, because the poison is going to resist the counters. Yeah, you have to get out right away because you need to not get farmed down there. Now I've seen a couple with Acid Spray. They just go straight Dark Pulse, just going for that is my method. Just go straight for the nuke. Hitting them with the payback does not take him out. So that's what I was actually wondering, whether it was because they're Shadow, whether it was just more efficient to go double body slam there, and now you had to go for the farm down. But I think they just took you out. Ooh. Oh, simultaneous KO. Yeah, I think maybe double body slam next time in that situation is probably the better one. So this is interesting because straight up, this is a better matchup for your Cofagrigus. Just going straight Shadow Ball, you're going to beat this Registeel. But again, the problem with ABB style teams and why I hate running them is you are in a very good neutral situation here. Actually, neutral to positive situation. But you need to try and get out and because right now you're in trouble if they have a fighter in the back, right? Because you're just... They double shield. You can shield, but then I would like maybe try and get out. Double Zap Cannon, double attack fall. Yeah, I'm having difficulty with this play because 1, you're 2 times lower, so it's not going to take it out. So now their Zap Cannon's going to take you out. And if they have a fighter in the back, you are in huge trouble. And Registeel double fighter is definitely one option. They were smart. They would get out of here. Okay. Clearly they are not smart. So it's a Haxorus. See, if the Haxorus came in right away, like, I don't know why they let you get so much farm. But there's your counter user, right? There's one counter user. You're going to get away with it because they just let you get so much energy, which you cannot let a double do. And they have a second counter user. So I think you're going to luckily get away with this one. And I put that more of your opponent's terrible play. Just letting the double, like 5 double kick down and come out loaded with energy. Had they like switched immediately, this game was a loss because you didn't get out right away. Registeel Double Fighter is a very common lineup, and when you're ABB weak to fighting, like you need to pull a fighter out, sort of thing. So it will not hurt you here, but I think if your opponent played better, it would have hurt you. This is probably running Charm. Yeah, I've used this before. So this is a water Pokemon. It's the second stage before the Primarina. But it is running Charm. They let it go, which is interesting. Out comes the Dragonair, and this is where, man, double with energy is just killer here. Like body slams do like 40% in most like neutral situations, plus the double kicks add up. So you're just basically double kick and body slamming most things. Decently tanky. They're probably going to shield here. I would too. Yeah, go for the full farm if they can. I also would not count, so I would have to eat this move or choose to double shield because I did not count. They decided to let it go and just go Gramble. Yeah, if you have Gramble, I think you need to save the 2 shields for a Gramble to sweep. There's no point to go 1 shield and Gramble because you're not going to win here, especially against someone who has 2 shields. Although the shields don't matter, it's just the fast move pressure. So if you're going to run a Shadow Gramble, you cannot have 1 shield. You cannot go down shields. Your Gramble has to sweep with 2 shields because that's what its strength is. Otherwise, you're just going to get lit up like that. Again, you can stand here. The charms are going to add up. This is one where, okay. Yeah, this is one where I do not... there's very, very few situations I would bait in. This is one I would bait 100% because there's no way that they are going to let that move go because 1 move takes them out. So they're almost always gonna, like 90% of the time going to shield. You hold on to the energy for the Politoed. Politoed is so glassy. I tried to use it a couple times, and there's a shadow too. I tried to use Politoed a couple times this time, and it's so glassy and did not work either time. They may get to a Weather Ball, but I don't think a Weather Ball, even from a shadow, takes out from this range. Once they nerfed Weather Ball back in the day, like it really killed Politoed. I think you can probably live this, quite honestly. Yeah, like Weather Ball's so bad. So I would just, you're going to bank the move. Banking the payback. They try to catch. You're going to have to throw something here. Yeah, or else they're just going to farm you down. They shield. So you have a move on double. The question is, do they have a move or is this game going to screw you? Because that both have happened before. Saving, yeah, I don't mind saving the energy because you need to land a payback on this Registeel. The good news is Greedent super tanky. 1 focus blast is going to be easy. Whoa! I was shocked. That actually surprised me. I thought, because Lickitung, I guess Lickitung's like level 49 and Greedent's only like 20 something. So I guess that makes sense. I really thought that Greedent would live with a lot more health than that. I guess not. Going straight Shadow Ball because obviously Dark Pulsar is resisted. So grab that shield. Knowing that they were going to try and CMP you, so you just went over. That makes sense. If you're definitely going to lose CMP there, so you just get that extra claw through. Oof. Attack boost. Always sucks. They're pretty low, so this should take out. They decide to shield and just farm down. I don't think that's going to work. Oh, yeah, okay. I think you got away with one. I think it's so tough for people to like mentally let go. 4 times boosted, but that, okay. It's mentally hard for people to let go in that situation because they're boosted, right? But sometimes you just gotta let it go, because if they let that go and then came in, they should have let that go, because if they let that go, your Kaffa dumps energy, you come in with dunsparce, and you're getting like 5-6 plus rollouts on your Kaffa on their, yeah, they're getting 6 rollouts on your Kaffa, which would give them such an energy advantage and like help them huge. And then they leave knowing that they just ran into a normal type Pokemon. There's nothing they can really do there. Poison will have, again, I don't love the Dark Pulse. They're probably going to shield because they're a shadow, so it's not terrible. And then you catch on the double, which is interesting. They get out to Hypno, which is fine because you're going to get a payback here. That's the best thing about Greedent and Double. You have Crunch for both of these things, that anything really that resists counter. Well, except Fairy. They shield. You let this go. I mean, I think you're going to get to a payback, but I'm surprised you just didn't go 2 shield Kaffa. But I guess you didn't want the confusions would have added up there. So you can come Greedent. I think you can come Greedent or Kaffa. Yeah, Kaffa's makes more sense because you're just resisting the poison. Shield once because it is a Dark Pulse. You'll get to the Shadow Ball or Dark Pulse from this range because they're really low. This will take them out, and then you still have half health Kaffa plus a Greedent. So I imagine that you are in probably a good situation. Yeah, get that Shadow Ball off, and this game's over. Another Gramble, so I expect for you to do the same play you did last time. Claw. Interesting. Playing this one different because it's a Snarl. That is why you're playing it different. It is a Snarl. They go close combat and immediately bail into a Reggie, which is interesting. I mean, I know they can Focus Blast you, so it's not like they can't do anything. They are taking super effective from the double kicks. Payback is whatever. They bait you with Zap Cannon. Oh, and the attack fall. That's the worst combo. That is the worst combo when they bait the Focus Blast with the Zap Cannon and lower your attack in the process, because they are definitely going to take you out now. Yeah, just doing chip while you can, but they are going to take you out with a Focus Blast here and be up a shield. So bad combo here. What are you doing? Were they going to try and farm down? Like, are they not running Focus Blast? Are they running like Flash Cannon? Get the Dark Pulse off. They are probably going to get to a Crunch. Yeah. This Crunch Shadow is going to probably take you out. Yeah, that's not surprising. Double. Wow. So they're already at a second move. That's the Snarl. I know the Snarl charges fast, but holy smokes. And what is in the back for them? They got to stay in here. Not going to get to move. Greedent's got some energy. They got the Registeel with a little health left. I would save that as a sack swap if I were them. Politoed. Yeah, Politoed is garbage. Behind on energy, even health matchup here is not a good situation for the Politoed. Very easy. Just go tackle Body Slam, tackle down. 1 Earthquake or Blizzard is not going to take you out. 2 Weather Balls aren't going to take you out. Like, it's, they need to have a combo here, which I don't know if they would. No. I imagine from the red, Body Slam is probably enough to take this out. Between this and the tackles. Yeah. So that's it. Those are the battles. Again, good team. Double ingredient. You got the tanks in the back. You got a double kick user to deal with the other normal typings. You got tackle to deal with everything else. You have crunch and payback to deal with Kaffa, your Kaffa in the front. You don't have any pure weaknesses to fairy, which is always a benefit. So yeah, I like the team. I wanted to freaking double one day. One day I will get one. Until then, I will just live vicariously through everyone else. So that is it. Appreciate the submission. If you want to submit a video, I have a link in the description. Usually just upload it to your Google Drive and send me the link and just make sure I have access to it. And I will definitely showcase because this is on for another week. So I've definitely got at least a couple more teams here. And I'll take a poll in the comments. Let me know what you're playing next week, Single Typing Cup or Master League Premier. I believe it's Premier next week. Let me confirm that, but I'm almost positive it's Master League Premier next week. So yeah, Master League Premier. So let me know. So Master League Premier, for those of you who do not know, that means level 50, but no legendaries. So it will, I'm assuming because it's already Monday that PV Poke will have a Master League Premier. I'm guessing Haxorus is probably near the top now, if not the top, number 3. And Florges is now number 2, which makes sense. Dragonite is still number 1. Haxorus is number 3, but with so many dragons now in the top, Florges is going to be is number 2, which makes sense to me. But otherwise, top 20 looks like the same. So we will do that analysis on Thursday. That is it. Appreciate watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.